Are we live? Is it happening? It's happening. It's happening. You know what that means? It's time for delicious, refreshing, healthy, low carb, health drink with antioxidants and all the stuff that a growing boy needs. Mm-hmm. Okay, I am live. Okay, good. No one's saying anything, so I went on that whole Coors Light rant, and nobody said anything. So how's the volume? Because I was just really struggling with getting it set earlier. It was like super quiet, so I cranked the gain way up. But is it too loud? Tell me. Chewie's here, by the way. That's him. That's Chewie. That little lump right here. That's Chewbacca. I got a new cabinet. Good eye, critter. I picked up this Marvel used. Just yesterday, actually. I can't point at it, but you guys know what I'm saying. What's up, Calgary? Marco, Joshua, Fifiru07, Aaron, Nick, Paul, Bob, Critter. Is it super quiet or sounds good, man? I keep hearing one or the other. Volume good. I got 2 volume goods and 1 super quiet. Critter, are you sure you're not just losing your hearing? Okay, I'm going to turn the gain up a little. Let me know if it blows out your ears. All right, now? Yeah, now? Oh, righty then. This thing is just giving me a freaking notification that I can just put an ad into the stream. I didn't know I could do that. I might do that when I go pee, because you're not watching anything interesting anyway, but damn, that's like 200 ads in one stream. Maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. All right, awesome. What's everybody drinking? Captain and Coke? Kraken and Coke? I'm drinking water with malted hops and barley in it. Mostly water. Yeah, we have some Canadian friends. You're supposed to hydrate. Hydrate? This is literally my first beer. You're supposed to hydrate when you have COVID, so you definitely should drink beer. What's up, Prepper Truckin'? How'd you make that circle thing? Mezcal? This is my first beer. I just opened it. Coffee Coors, Malibu, and Coke. Someone's having Coots Light? Marco, you're having Coots Light? What's EW? Evan Williams? Root beer? Gentleman Jack? Good. Lots of whiskey drinkers in here. Got a Molson, but the Canadians don't call it Molson, just some dude. They call it Canadian. Wheatgrass juice. Dead Guy whiskey's really good. I bought Duck Fan that for Christmas, actually. I bought him a 5th of Dead Guy whiskey. So, you have good taste. I like to get it. What sucks is you go to the brewery and it's the same damn price. It's not even any cheaper. And the distillery's there too. I realize they make liquor at a distillery, but they sell it at the Rogue Brewery. Bullet, Hazy Pale Ale, Basil Hayden's. Damn, the fancy stuff, Bob. Butterbeer. Harry Potter's here. Volume's good? Okay, I just turned the gain up, so hopefully it's not awful. Homemade wine. Yeah, who has a Pappy? Send it to me. Send me a Pappy, thanks. I'd like to try that. Wisers? Your bud Wiser? Sailor Jerry? Nice. That's good. That's good. It's good that you'll be hungover tomorrow when we meet. So we're both hungover. That's good shit. Hey, thanks, Nick. It was I had a feeling it would be quick. But like 4 hours is quicker than I was expecting. I seriously listed it, and then a guy talked to me and was like, "Oh, I might come tomorrow." And I was like, "Cool." And then I went to Eugene to buy that cabinet over there, the Marvel cabinet right here, because I got it super cheap used. And literally right after I picked it up, this guy was like, I need to call you right now because I want to come get your bike today. Eric. And he called me, and I pulled over in a weird parking lot, and I said, I'll get home before you get there, so come on down. And they showed up about an hour after I got home. Gave me just enough time, because obviously I was not expecting to sell it that fast, to find all my spare parts, the extra air filters I had, the extra pre-filters for the Rottweiler power plate, which I never even got to ride the damn thing after I put it on. I never went on an actual ride after I put it on, but it's on there. And everything else. I literally like found the last two things. The extra key, I couldn't find the extra key. It was hanging on my workbench. I'm just an idiot. I was like tearing the garage apart, but I hung it up where I could easily see it if I was looking for it on my workbench, but I didn't look there because I'm dumb. So I got all the parts and pieces just in time. He got a hell of a bike with a lot of mods on it. Did you guys stop chatting? Is it because I'm talking so much? There's literally not been a new chat in like 12 seconds. Okay, there's one. Oh, why did I sell it? Not because I don't like it. I like it a lot. I like it too much. What's up, Richard? Well, as I explained in the apology video, it just didn't really seem to jive with the audience, with the subscribers, with the community in the way that I thought it would. It's something about a $15,000 European adventure bike doesn't that I built up based on entry-level, inexpensive Japanese dual sport adventure bikes, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why. So yeah, I'm selling it to do bigger and better things, and by bigger and better I mean cheaper and smaller probably. I'm also trying to get a shop built, so I need a little bit of liquid cash to get that going potentially. So we'll see. My plan is to do stuff with my brother's 500X while I have it. So kind of a good entry-level adventure bike, do some testing, maybe put some mods on it. And then I'm going to buy something else. And I'm thinking, this is what I'm leaning towards. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I'm thinking about like doing a bike a season. I realize I didn't invent this idea, but so I get a KLX 300 in the spring, and I ride it all year, and then next spring or whatever, I sell it and I get a different bike. The point is I want to try out all these kind of entry-level bikes, but keep them long enough to make like lots of content, do a long-term review, so that people that are interested in buying them can really see what they can do. Thank you, Slowboat. Cheers to Slowboat. Cheers to Slowboat. And all of that. And then the next year, do something else. So I'm thinking like, I'll keep my bikes, right? So I'm going to hang on to the Tenere and the 450L for now. And then I'll have a bike that I'm testing as well in the stable to make content on for people that are trying to get into it that aren't, it's one thing that I've progressed as a rider, but that's not who I'm trying to help. I'm not trying to help people that are at the level I'm at now. I'm trying to help people that are at the level that I was before, when I wished I had someone to help me. Just a thought. Who said I was right behind the chat? It's a good thing. I did it on purpose so that you don't have to look at my face. Sorry, I angled it over so you could see Chewy. Would you rather see me not behind the chat or Chewy? Chewy. 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 Say hi to the people. Chewy. Look at his face. You can see half of it. Chewy. If he was flipped the other way, you could see him. Cole, thank you. Cheers to Cole. And is that it's a BMW or a Himalayan? That looks like a BMW. In your profile pic, is that a BMW Scrambler or a Himalayan? Tell me which one it is. Cheers, cheers. I would not take a 500X on the BDR. That's not true. I would, but I don't think anyone else should. Your KLR is going to be not light years better, but definitely better. 300 Rally is a great bike that does everything. No company tonight. No, but I do have an announcement that I have mentioned before, but it's official. I confirmed it with him. Nathan Fant will be here in February. And we're going to do it on the 10th because he's busy on the first Friday because that's when the premiere is. when the Oregon BDR movie premieres, but he's going to be here the weekend after, the Friday night after. I think it's February 10th, to answer all your questions about the Oregon BDR. Nathan was literally one of the architects. Nathan scouted and helped plan the Oregon BDR, and he's going to be here on my stream in February to talk about it. So don't miss that if you have questions about the new Oregon BDR, and you'll actually be able to talk about it. Not this vague, oh, it's going to be great shit. It'll be out, so he can talk about the actual route and all the places and the process and answer whatever questions you have. So there is literally no one who knows that route better in the world, and Nathan will be here on the stream to talk to us about it. And I'm going to do it with him at the end of June, so look out for that content. It's going to be badass. Chewy's butt looks like Chewy's butt, man. Why are you obsessed with his butthole? Ugh. Yeah, Ken, I've been puzzling it out. I was talking to Explore Adventure Moto about this earlier, but I have a pretty good idea of the rough route, I think, based on what I know. I'm not going to say too much because I don't remember what I'm not supposed to know, but it's going to be a good one. Richard, I just made a video about that, man. Check out my video. But if you're an experienced street rider, I don't know, I would still recommend a dual sport first. I just don't. I'm working on a video that is the best first adventure bike is not an adventure bike because it is so much better to get a dual sport, learn on it for a year or two, and then sell it because you can build up your skills in a way more low consequence environment where you can make your mistakes and you'll so appreciate your adventure bike when you get it after that. But God, I got on that Africa Twin and it scared the shit out of me. Bob, thanks, Bob. Much appreciated. Cheers to Bob. Bob. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get a hold of a rally right now. Gee, Ken, I wonder if it goes through there. Wink. How good a rider do you need to be a BD? Nope. How good a rider do you need to be to do a BDR? It depends on the BDR. I felt like I was pushed to not the limits of my ability, but past my comfort level on the Washington BDR. So I've been riding since 2016. Not off-road. So I guess I started off-road riding in 2017. And, you know, I was really bad for a long time. But I do ride a lot more than most people now. So take that for what you will. Yeah, a small adventure like a 500X or a 390 adventure. Or like a 300 rally. KLR even. You could start on a KLR. As long as you're comfortable with the seat height. Apparently a DR650 can just be lowered from the fact. Did you know that? They're designed to be lowered. I read this the other day. So you can drop an inch and a half with minimal effort. And it's even like accounted for in the engineering of the bike. I did not know that. I read that in an article the other day. That's one of the bikes I was thinking about getting. KLX 300, DR650, something that's like a really good entry-level bike. I'm kind of afraid to get a DR650. I'm afraid I'll like it too much. Is that the Mid-Atlantic Rural Engineer? Mid-Atlantic is supposed to be one of the easiest. There's one on the East Coast, New England BDR, maybe that one. I think it's a New England BDR that's one of the easiest. And the Mid-Atlantic is the harder one. Elmer Fudd. I would go to the local dealership and ask them who you should invite to this group, and then make one on Facebook or something. Oh yeah, I forgot about the KLR 650S. That's new this year. You can get a shorter KLR. God damn it! Why didn't I put that in my video? I forgot about it. Suck butt. I am bad at this. I forgot the most obvious choice. Yep, Jay, same as the DRZ. The thing is like, it is what it is. Saint, thank you, man. Oh, that's so cool to hear. Cheers to Saint. I'm so glad that you got into adventure riding. You know, we're here to inspire people. That's the point, and so it's great to hear about it. XR650L is a very tall motorcycle, is why I don't usually recommend it to beginners or to new riders. And there just aren't as many out there. I never see them, but I see our DR650s all the time. When is the Patreon kegger at the new property? I don't know, Eddie. soon. I actually was up at the top of the property today scouting my second campsite, since everyone hates the one that's in the yard, which is bullshit because it's in the woods. You can't even see the house, but whatever. My apologies if you're one of those people. But since I got the quad, I have blazed the trail up the hill, and I've scouted out a campsite all the way at the top of the hill. You can't see anything but forest and clear cut. It's pretty badass. So I haven't built anything, and I'm not going to go crazy building up there, but it would be nice to have a little, like, a firewood storage, and I would like to have a little lean-to just to protect from the rain, but I might just do that with a tarp. First gen KLR, it just depends, Richard. Are you comfortable with the seat height? It's much lighter, which is nice. So what you need if you're going first gen is a KLR 250. That'd be a great bike to learn on. That would be awesome because and they're so cheap you wouldn't care if you ruined it, or you wouldn't care if you dropped it. It's been dropped 10,000 times already. You know. June Kazama, I love your name. I'm a huge Tekken fan. I don't know anything about Fender Eliminator kits for the DRZ because I didn't eliminate mine. Damn, Concourse, huh? That's a big bike. That's a big bike. Just put knobbies on your Concourse. Done. Problem solved. You can go anywhere. 1,000 miles on the highway, 1,000 miles on the dirt. Concourse with knobbies. You heard it here first. No, it's not gonna be that kind of place, Michael. It's not a road up to the campsite. It is a trail at best. The hill is freaking steep. Like, the trail to ride up there is a moderate OHV trail already. I mean, it definitely would be a blue trail at an OHV park, and it's not done yet. 05 KLR 250. I almost bought one of those. I wish I had. That was a great bike. Dan, I haven't decided yet about Touratech. Do you guys think I should go? Here's the problem. We are leaving for the Oregon BDR that same week. So I got super stretched thin this summer, and it becomes a big deal because we're going to be gone for 10 days on that trip. So I got to plan and have all my videos ready to go before I leave so that the channel continues to exist. Thank you. Thank you, AB Yields. Much appreciated. Cheers. So it gets stressful, but I also know that going in this year, so I think I'm going to manage it a little better. I really want to go. The idea of missing it, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of not being at Touratech. I really enjoy Touratech. And I got the email and they asked me to present again. Oh shit, did I tell you guys my idea for my presentation? I don't remember if I told you. This is what I'm thinking. So if I present this year, I'm gonna present this to Matt. Tell me if it's stupid. I think we did talk about this. I swear we talked about this. I'm going to say it again because all of you weren't here, I don't think. Instead of like a presentation where I stand up and talk, slide, I'm thinking like a super informal, almost like a happy hour. Like, come, let's hang out. We don't even have to do it in the presentation tent. Let's do it under the rally tent where there's tables and stuff. Come, have a few beers. Let's have an informal sort of conversation, meet and greet / I want you to bring your stupidest questions, whatever questions you have about riding, about camping, whatever it is, and let's just talk about it. And like, I'll talk and I'll moderate and I'll do whatever because it's my name on the thing. Thank you, Potato Salad. Cheers. But everyone can contribute, right? Let's all share our knowledge, but it'll just be kind of an informal hangout, happy hour kind of thing instead of me standing up there talking the whole time. I'm a lot less stressed out about making that happen. I'm much better off the cuff, and I like presenting, but it's a lot of work to put it together. This would be much less stressful. It'd be fun to hang out. We could just have a couple beers and shoot the shit, you know? I don't know. Do you think they would go for that? I got to think of a better way to explain it than that, but this is good practice. Like this, but not as much typing, yeah. You know, and I could do something, like a really informal, like, because someone's going to be like, well, how'd you get into YouTube? And I'll be like, well, my channel was originally called Riding Nerdy because I thought I was going to make nerdy videos, blah, 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 right? So a lot of the same stuff I covered in my present. It could be a Q&A, but like anyone could answer the question if I decide to throw it out to them. I don't know. 80 acres, dude. You got to do something with that. I haven't cut at all. I just take the quad and go, I think I want my trail to be there, and I just go slowly in 4-wheel drive. And if there's like a log or something, I just go around it, and then I just go back through the thing. Oh, hey, sorry, Potato, I didn't see your question. Shit, I just lost it. Bike recommendations for a big guy, like a dual sport bike. You want a bigger bike, but that doesn't preclude the smaller ones. Just a cheaper bike's gonna have crappier suspension, which you're really gonna notice more. The KLR was fine for me. I would recommend that one because you can crank the suspension up. I made a video on how to adjust it. That Tron cabinet is so expensive, she all right. Otherwise, I would have it. But guess what I ordered today? The NFL Blitz went on clearance, and I ordered it, so that's coming. I'm gonna have an NFL Blitz cabin here. Ugh, that's a Pac-Man. It's an arcade one-up, so it's not like a retro '80s arcade. It's a newer one. Oh, I don't know. I was a high school teacher. I can moderate completely open forum. Call it a Q&A, but if a bullshit, man, the cussing has started early. I usually save it for the after party. When if the BSing breaks out, then that's fine. Yeah, I mean, whatever you get, think about a stiffer rear spring. Back to the potato salad question. That helps, I guess. But I've been 325 pounds and I've never done anything to suspension on any bike I've owned. So there you go. I'm 300 pounds right now, and you know what I ride. So, meh. People think the bikes will be unrideable, and it's just not true. They just don't know. They just assume. I know because I've ridden a motorcycle at this weight. Several, actually. In fact, I do it for a living now. Oh, awesome, Ian. Gotta take that class. Definitely take that class. Chewbacca, you want to flip around so the people aren't looking at your butt? Chewy. 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 I rode a 250L at 325 pounds. It wasn't like the best suspension on earth for me at that point, but it survived. Yes, I'm doing the Oregon BDR in June. I'm 5'10", Bob. Chewy, the people want to see you. You're just in the corner. Got a new suspension. Nice, Ken. That's good. They can get in there and clean up those forks for you, and you won't have that garbage scoring issue. You're probably going to have to do the suspension, the forks at some point anyway. Yeah, the bras is, so I made my videos on it, and it's going away actually tomorrow. So there's a review video coming out Monday. Is that no? Monday's video is a toolkit. Wednesday is the bras review. Yeah. Yes. Yes, and the giant loop video I made for next week is the lift strap. Yes. Oh, I got a new job. Did I tell you guys? Actually, I got 2 new jobs. So I have this devious plan. Because you guys know that Harold sold Giant Loop, right? He sold it to Usui, this Swedish hydration pack company. And part of the deal is he stays on for 2 years to run the company, and then he's going to retire. And we're a year into that. So my plan is to become as indispensable to Giant Loop as possible, so I have guaranteed income. So now I am their YouTube channel manager. I told you I don't know if I told you guys I was taking over for copywriting stuff. So Harold he was a magazine journalist, and so he is the copy. He wrote all the copy for them, press releases, instructions, the bullet points on the packaging. Harold did all that, so I'm taking over for him for that. And I just took over as the blog writer this week. So yeah, pretty cool. So I have a lot of Giant Loop jobs right now. You don't want to flat foot your bike. It is not, okay, let me rephrase that. You don't need to flat foot your bike. You think you need to, but you don't. And it will worsen the suspension and the handling of your motorcycle. What you need to do is just ride it on things you're comfortable with until you're comfortable getting down on both the balls of your feet, and then and now I'm on a bike that I can't even put both feet on the ground at the same time. My 450L is that damn tall, and that's not something I would have been even remotely comfortable with starting out. But I've grown into it. That's my advice. Thanks, guys. God, the chat is way behind tonight. It's not your fault. Just laggy stream. Yeah, I'm trying to run the things. Fuel injected. I love that bike. It was a great bike. Yeah, it's hard to collab with people that are really far away. Also, I hate people. Not good with people. Let me put. I hate being social. I don't hate people. I hate being social. I have not, Garrick. I would look at that though. Bob, I'm not on salary. I'm a contractor, so they don't pay any. I don't have insurance or anything. I'm an independent contractor. Yeah, a couple people have asked about a second channel, and I don't want to do anything that takes away from this channel. I already have 2 channels because I have to run the Giant Loop channel. I don't want to split my focus and do 2 channels badly. I'd rather do 1 channel well. I don't plan on not doing moto camping at all. It's just here's my philosophy. Since you asked, sorry guys, I'm missing a lot of comments because there's a lot of you. But my philosophy is this: my channel is about adventure and dual sport and adventure motorcycling. Right? Motorcycle camping is only 1 step removed from that. Right? It still has motorcycles in it. So and just like riding a street bike. So if I decided I was going to do a street bike review, that's probably some of you would watch that. You'd be interested in that. But what the problem has been going 2 steps outside of what my channel is about. So doing just camping videos, or even further to like a bushcraft camping kind of thing, it's too far from the center of the channel. So motorcycle camping is close enough to the center that I think I can keep doing it. I'm going to try because I enjoy it, and I know that many of you enjoy it. But things about like me and even the quad video, I probably didn't need to make that, but I'd already made it. I put it out there. You probably won't see any more quad content, or not much. You won't see any more "this is a campsite I built" content. You'll see me camping in it, but I'm not going to do it just like on updates on the property. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, subs is the problem too, Meerkat. I don't know. That's super weird that my watch hours are the same. My views are lower, but not crazy lower. But subs were cut in half. It makes no sense. And unless they just went in and did like a bot purge, and we're just seeing the net effect of that. But God, I couldn't have had that many bots subscribe to me, right? Could I? I don't know. I am gonna ride a Desert X because Andrew got one to do parts on it. He's gonna let me do a review on it, but I'm not gonna buy one. You have to take the tank off to change the air filter. Unbelievable. But did you see Ryan F9's video on it? Like every single maintenance task in the instruction manual, it says take it to the dealership. Well, our closest dealership is in Portland, man. I'm not gonna buy a bike that I gotta drive an hour and a half. Not that I wouldn't do my own oil changes, but like to get anything done too. Dumb. KLR drove a lot of subs, yeah, but every time I get a new bike, it drives a lot of subs. But people tend to stick around, or at least don't unsubscribe. So I don't think getting rid of it. There was definitely a backlash to getting rid of it, and a part of that was what I went to, and part of it was I only had it for 6 months, and people were just excited. So I don't know. Yeah, Garrick. So I'm still gonna do. If you're interested in like the more personal life stuff, that'll be on Instagram. That'll be on TikTok. Uh, excuse me. That'll be in my YouTube Shorts. That'll be on in my Facebook. I'll probably post some videos on Facebook. So if you want to see that stuff, that's where it's gonna be, in a place where the niching down is not so important. I'm still trying things. It's not like I don't know. I was like I said, it was things were a lot worse a couple months ago. I've sort of accepted that there's a challenge, and now I'm at the point where I'm seeing it as a challenge and trying to work on it. Whereas, for a while there, it was just like, oh my God, what the hell have I done? How have I ruined this thing that was so great? So, it's better now. I have a plan, and it's working because this morning's video got 10,000 views already. That's insane. So thank you all. Yeah, I'm sad to see the 901 go too, but it's off to a good home, and it's not like I can't buy another one someday. But it does not jive with the majority of this community for good reason. Dude, you Dirty T7, you have a T7. I never would have known. DRT is a great bike. That is the only bike I've sold that I miss. People always say you're going to miss that bike. DRZ is the only one that I'm like, God damn, I miss riding that bike. I mean, I like the KLR a lot. I just think I can do everything I did on it with what I have, and better. I don't really have any collabs in mind, other than the Oregon BDR, because Nathan will be there and Trav will be there. And I'm gonna maybe try to get some sponsors for that trip. This is the other thing I'm gonna do with sponsors is stop doing sponsorships for money. Just for money, even like random shit like that Shoe Fresh commercial I did. And I was actually on the hook to do one for a hangover remedy. But they had all these words I couldn't say. Like I literally couldn't say the word hangover. And I was like, we talk about hangovers a lot on my channel. And now I'm going to not say the word hangover. That's going to be very, very disingenuous. So I actually bailed on that one. But I'm going to only do sponsorships and things like that that make sense for you within the context of the channel. I'm reaching out to like Andrew Vanash and Motocamp Nerd and I don't know, Touratech or the people that like sell the products that you guys use. So we'll see. No, Tenny, it's not a factor. It's not. It's no because the regular videos do fine. They do fine. Yeah, I'm not ditching affiliate links. I'm just gonna stop talking about them in every single video. Yeah, Bob, Shoe Fresh, that stuff you spray on your shoe and then like you like use a brush to like brush it around and it keeps them clean for 3 months. Well, Gage, you're lucky because we legally have to disclose sponsors. That's the other thing. People are like, "Why do you always talk about your sponsors?" I have to, dude. That's the law. That is the law. I had an Irish Death hangover because I drank too many on stream one time. That was not good. Somebody asked about Baja. Thank you. So the link is actually in the description because I wanted to mention one more time that this trip to Baja, this bucket list trip, we're actually riding from Cabo to San Diego, is coming up in 2 months. So 2.5 months. So if you want, please, come ride with me. Let's do this trip together. It is. Thank you, Rich. Cheers to Rich. There's a $500 discount because we're doing 400 of that is because we're going south to north, and there's an extra 100 if you tell them that you signed up because of me. And you can rent one of their bikes and ride Baja with me and Tyler, and it's going to be a bunch of cool people because I think it's going to be mostly subscribers. So again, I want to invite you guys to do that and remind you that that's happening. And I would love, love, love to do this. I've never ridden outside the country, so it's going to be amazing. It's going to be super cool. So it's not cheap, but worth it for an amazing trip like this. You get to pet a baby whale if you go whale watching. Apparently, it's a thing. So there's a link to that in the description, but it's over at Ride Adventures, our friend Ride Adventures. I'm also going up there in a couple weeks to do like a video on their channel. So you'll see me on their channel. So if you haven't subscribed over there, you should. Yeah, it's not easy to take a week off and go to Baja, but damn, if you can, you should do it. Richard, my Facebook is Dork in the Road. KLR got into a love affair with a van. That's not good. You got a new KLR. Sweet, Jason. Cheers to Jason and your new bike. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do not know if I'll make it to South Dakota. When is that? Last year was like a super inconvenient time. Isn't it in August? What 8 events am I going to this year where I speak? I'm not speaking at Giant Loop, and I may do something at Touratech, but I'm hoping to not present. I want to do like a hangout thing. 6'5", 330, would a dual be comfortable? Yeah. You want to ride a Yamaha? Well, you could ride a Tenere, but I wouldn't start with it. My advice for you as a tall man or tall person is KLR. Start with a KLR. Or an XR 650L. That'd be a great bike for you at your height. See if you can find a used XR 650L. That would be a fantastic bike to learn on. And it would be super comfortable for you at your height. If not that, then a WR250R. That's what Duckfan has. He's 6'3", I think. Yeah, I'd love to ride in New England, but the thing is, it's on the other side of the country. July. I'm gonna get another beer. Everybody look at Chewy. You're actually gonna be able to see me. I'm just going right back there. It's a duck blur. We might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Almost grabbed a soda. I forgot what I was over here for. Do-do-do-do. Well, there's a fridge back there. So, I have a fridge. It's not like the old days when I had to go in the house and get beers, right? She will ride, come out here. You will want to be there all the time. Richard, my Facebook is literally Dork in the Road. Search for me and you will find me. I'm riding the Oregon BDR in June. Marco, not unless they paid for it. And I don't think they're going to. Although, there was a guy that worked for them that sent me a cool, sent me a Yeti can koozie and some other stuff. That's pretty cool. Because I love Coors Light so much. Oh, man. Yeah, that Southern California BDR is rough anyway, and then there's kind of crazy stuff going on. But did you see that the next BDR is the NorCal BDR, and their plan is to make it a good first BDR? So that's awesome because one, it's gorgeous country. People forget that California is really like two states. Northern California is very different from Southern California, and like Shasta and all that. So it's going to be gorgeous country, and it's going to be easy to just ride and enjoy. And I'm so excited, and that's next year. So then you'll be able to ride from Mexico to Canada on BDRs. That would be sweet. Well, Slowboat, I moved, so he's not my neighbor anymore. That could be part of it. He'll be at Giant Loop, though. Oh, shit. Speaking of which, I'm giving away a Giant Loop ride registration, but I'm not going to do it till next month because I didn't find out till yesterday, and I want to be able to hype it up a little. Yeah, Desert Dave, I think you're overestimating the size of my camping area. It's going to be big enough for 2 or 3 people. We're lucky here, but our mountains are nothing compared to like Colorado. Daniel, I don't have any plans to upgrade. That's not true. If I keep the 450L long term, I may take it and have the suspension done, but don't know. I don't know what else I would. I'm liking it a lot, so that helps. It's a little twitchy still, but I may do the ECU and see how much I like that. Ugh. Well, no comment. She will ride, but I have a strong opinion on that subject. Oh, hey, babe. My wife's here because she bought me this vest, so she likes it. Well, Travis, I love your confidence, man. I love your confidence because chances are, only one person's going to win. But if you did somehow win and you already registered, you could probably get a refund or just bring somebody else. I love my new place. We spend every day gushing about how much we love this place. Literally today we said, do we think we'll ever get tired of talking about how much we love this place? And then we said no. And then I got on my quad and rode up the hill, and I was riding quad trails at my house. And that's, frankly, that's freaking amazing. So Do I like the 450L better than the DRZ 400? Yeah, in some ways. I only have about 500 miles on my 450L, so I don't feel like I have enough experience to pass judgment. And I haven't even taken it. I have taken it trail riding, but not like a lot. Gargantuan, thank you. Cheers, Gargantuan. Yeah, Tara Leray, that's Mrs. Dork, so she tells you how much we like it here.
Alrighty then.
Thank you. Look, all these new subs today. Thanks, Ace Ventura. Soils, what up? Yeah, I've taken it to Shotgun a couple times. Those are the worst trails in the freaking world, but it's close. I can ride there on the bike. I don't have to truck it to get there, so it's nice. We're actually closer. Jason, let's celebrate. Everyone, cheers. Today's video has 10,000 views already. Thank you all for watching it and liking it, sharing it, whatever you did. Commenting on it. It's been very popular, so that is going to be super helpful, so thank you. And thank you, Jason, for giving me the opportunity to say that and for the donation. Yeah, Richard, I've ridden a Pan Am a couple times. I made 2 videos on them. And people buy those 450Ls, and they don't realize how much motorcycle they've bought, and it scares them, and they sell it. I bought mine with 600 miles, and it's a 2019. I was the 3rd owner. People think it's a 450. They don't understand they're getting a freaking motocross bike. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. I really think that's what happens. And that's why there's so many for sale.
Alrighty then.
Because it just doesn't seem like it would be that freaking scary, but it is. I want some Papa Murphy's, dude. Sand waves, cheers. I love the thumbs up number 2, Soils. Soils, you're going to be a Giant Loop? Who's going to Giant Loop? Tell me if you're in Giant Loop. If you're going to Giant Loop, say it. Thanks, Jason. It is nice to be back to doing the thing I like the most. Just helping people. And it sure helps when people watch the video. That makes me feel good, too. Pleasure. I have not had a 650L. The height used to scare me. Now I think I could ride one. T-Fish, holy shit. Everybody who has a drink, you gotta take a drink for T-Fish. Thank you, T-Fish. That is very generous. T-Fish was my first $25 channel member. One time I was trying to send him a free t-shirt and I couldn't get a hold of him, so I made a video just for him. And it took him like 2 months to see it because he was in Alaska, but T-Fish is the man. So thanks, T-Fish. Crashy's going, Daniel's going, Michael's going. Tenny's going. If he wins. Okay, buddy. My ADV 360 will be there. Ken, you need to go. You need to go. It's only one weekend, dude. You can't do the Oregon BDR at the beginning of June. There'll still be snow. I'm telling you. The Steens aren't open then. You need to delay that trip and go to Giant Loop. T-Fish, you need to be there, dude. Thumper Squid, are you asking me if I'm a gay fish? John will be there. Sweet. Garrick's going. Thank you, Slowboat, the ultimate cheerleader. It's in the first weekend of June, John, out in Burns, Oregon, southeastern Oregon. Thanks, Prepper. What up, Tyree? Ronnie, thanks, Ronnie. Ronnie has a cool bike in his name. Cheers to Ronnie. You guys are on the wrong side. I keep cheersing off camera. Cheers. Damn, guys. I really appreciate all the love and support, for sure. Much appreciated. Oh, Michael, you remember the 185s? Yeah, those were the days. If only Oregon Critter, you can't ask me that. You're asking me if you should go to the ride for the company that I work for. or a different company that is kind of a competitor. Also, Giant Loop has free beer, and Touratech does not. Yeah, Ronnie, get that gold badge. I have hit up the trails on the quad. I'm actually creating trails with the quad. It is fuel injected. It is not the same motor as the DRZ. It's only like a 376 or something. Nice soils. Oh yeah, critter. Free beer, as much as you can drink. Uh, drink till you pass out, I guess. Yeah, don't drink till you pass out. I don't recommend alcohol abuse. I actually don't recommend it. Just do as I say, not as I do. Giant Loop makes a great tank bag for 2022 KLR. I made a bunch of videos about it on their channel, but Fandango and the Diablo are both great choices. Yeah, well, we have a whole state full of places to ride, John. And the Oregon BDR will be open then. And it's right by the BDRX, so if you were trying to put together a week trip, I would come do Giant Loop ride and then go ride the BDRX and the Steens and the... Oh, shit, it won't be open yet. Don't do that, I lied. Touratech has some free beer if you go to some vendors. Giant Loop has just as much beer as you want the whole time. I think the T-Dubs is awesome. She Will Ride, I have a review on a Chinese bike coming out on Wednesday. Thank you, Sean. Cheers, Sean. Thanks, Ken. Diablo's a great bag. T-Dubs are great bikes. I have an XT225 in the garage, but the T-Dubs was a strong competitor for the same slot. If I had found one as cheap, I would have definitely bought it, but they go for so much. Even like a 96 is like $3,500. Which small ADV is my favorite? The one that I'm currently riding? I don't know. Are we the KLR? I like the CB500X, but it's not as capable. It's a very easy bike to ride. I mean, it's not like a beer buffet. They just have like, they get a bunch of microbrews donated, and so you get to pick from 3 or 4 choices, and you just walk up and they give you one, and you drink it. Sometimes you go up and you get 2, and sometimes if you're me and you're trying to get to the beer, but everyone wants to talk to you, which is great. I go there knowing that I'm going to talk to everybody. It's super fun. I was just thirsty. Sometimes Sean from Veterans Back 40 will see you in need and bring you a beer. That's cool. I appreciate that, Thumper Squid, but I generally don't borrow people's bikes for content because it really I'm worried. I just couldn't in good conscience do it. Because something would happen. Something bad would just happen. So I'll ride like people I know's bikes, but I generally don't want to borrow other people's bikes. I'm sorry, Sam. Not everyone has good taste, you know? I literally work for them, dude. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm going to use Giant Loop stuff. How early am I showing? Good question, Ken. I probably will still go the day before. So that means I'm going to show up on Wednesday. Because I like the extra day. Jeez, that's a long trip, though. I will probably show up a day early. But I hadn't really thought about it till just now, man. So there you go. Versus 300X. How many? What are the wheel sizes on the 300X X300? Is it a 19-inch front? 1918? Because I don't know what you can get for that. No, I haven't considered renting bikes to review. That's a good idea. I can test ride bikes at the dealerships, but it's hard to do like a full review. Yeah, everybody donate. That's the thing. You're getting free beer, so make sure you donate to Veterans Back 40 at the ride because that is a great, great organization to support, and you should support them. Giant Loop, we have an Overland Expo in Redmond, which is 20 miles from where Giant Loop is, so they'll be at that one, but I don't think they're going to be in Arizona. When is the Arizona Overland Expo this year? 1917, so that makes it a little tougher. I honestly don't know what's available for those sizes, so it would be hard for me to recommend something to you. And it also, such a hard question. It's like oil questions. Like, depends on what you want to do. Like, I always go for the most off-road tire I can stomach. But some people want a true 50-50, in which case you should get the, crap, what are they called? Trail Max Missions? Those are supposed to be really good. Oh, Ken. You always have the best stuff, man. I'll bring my lightsaber. Yeah, I missed Overland in Portland or in Redmond too because I was leaving for the Washington. Actually, left for the Washington BDR the last day of Overland Expo, so I had to make a choice. Thanks, Eric. Eric designed my Mr. Puff Puff shirt and the Manta Ray shirt, so Eric's the man. May 19th through 21st. Ah, it's my birthday, dude. It's like 3 days after my birthday. Trail Max. Hold on, my kid's texting me. What? Look at his emails. Oh, I don't care about that email. Ooh, a new patron. Thanks, David. Thanks, Ken. Just got your email. Is Mocamp Nerd here? There he is. There's the man. There's Ben. Cool name. Sorry, my kid's texting me. I know he didn't show up to watch me text. I mean, TKC 80s are a great choice. They don't last very long on the rear. They're great tires. I've only used the front, to be fair, but people that I trust swear by them. So, if they make them in that size, I guess if they make them for the Supermotos, they probably make them for that bike too. So, worth looking into. They're just expensive and they don't last very long. The best GPD? I think you mean GPS. The only one I've ever used is the Zumo, and I honestly struggle to recommend it because it's kind of a pain in the ass. But it is the best thing I've used. But it's hard for me to say, go buy this $400 thing that's kind of a pain in the ass, but sort of works, when your phone will do most of what it does. So, it's nice to have... Oh, no, I'm moving. It's nice to have backups. It's nice to have more than one thing. But you can also buy like a military spec, dust, water, wind, drop-proof phone. Cheap. You don't even need cell service. You just need GPS, which works without cell service. So you can get cheap old cell phones too. I'll be curious to hear how long they last you, Ken. What's up, XJ Rider 98? You use Rever for off-road? I like Gaia. I use Gaia mostly. I had Google Maps on the street, but... I have Tractionator RALs on my bikes. The Ride Adventures guys run the GPSs, and they say they're great, so... I have no idea, Daniel. I said, send me tires for my CRF, and they did. Whatever the size it's supposed to be is, that's what I'm running. It's good. Sorry, my kid keeps texting me. Oh my god, I can't spell. Oh my god, I missed like 42 messages. Ugh. Onyx Off-Road is great, but it doesn't do turn-by-turn yet, so that's why I don't use it anymore. The RALs, okay, Adventure, Adventure Buzz, you have to tell me if they're as loud as mine are, because Mine are unbearably loud between 70 and 75 miles per hour. I may not run these tires again for that reason. Because they give me a headache. It's the loudest tire I've ever used. They're great tires off-road. You found a bottle of Blanton's in Salem? Where? On Christmas Eve? It is a damn Christmas miracle. Dang. Moto G GPS. Yeah, people like the GPSs. They seem to do fine. How do they do in the mud and stuff? They have that strip down the middle, right? Yeah, Motocamp Nerd's the man. The man. I have earplugs, they still give me a headache. They're crazy. I haven't run the Tractionators personally, but that's the ones Critters. Critter, you like the Tractionators, right? Right? Awesome, Candace. Sweet bike. K60s are supposed to be good. The best bike I've ridden or owned? Thanks, Ken. That's a loaded question, Tom. I don't know if I know the answer to that, dude. The best is such a subjective word. Best in what way? Just like the bike I want to own the most, or the one that was the most fun, or the one that was the most capable, or the one that seemed like it would be the most practical? It's hard to say. This is me sidestepping a question. Confidence inspiring, that's what you want. Well, geez, Brad, you might have to beat me there next Christmas Eve. My favorite, dude, I don't know, man. There's so many. I love whatever bike I'm riding at the moment. That's a big one. KLR, the DRZ definitely had a real soft spot. I really enjoyed that bike. It was super fun. Every time I got on it, just a big ass smile on my face. Unless I had to pick it up because it was heavy. But let's just go with DRZ because I can't really decide right now. Yep, D Sports can't beat the price. Macy and Joe, I'm doing my dream job. I make adventure motorcycling content full time. That is my job. Oh, that's dumb, Looney Traveler. I've never had anyone come behind me and lock the gate. Two-wheeled adventure. Did you just get here? We literally just talked about that for like 10 minutes. But I will give you the short version. I use the Zumo XT, and but I struggle to recommend it to people because it's expensive and a pain in the ass. So your phone will do most of it. You just need to have a backup if your phone is your only GPS, and sometimes your backup is someone else with a phone. You're not by yourself, and two of you have a phone. If one phone fails, you have the other. So you don't need a GPS; they're just nice. Yeah. But the Slow Boat. Thanks, Slow Boat. Cheers to Slow Boat. Also, don't forget about the after party. So, one of the things that I do for patrons and channel members is we do we'll do another hour. We'll extend the stream by an hour at the end of this stream. All you have to do is be a channel member or a patron, and you can be a patron for $1 a month. But it's just a little bit easier to get your questions answered when there's not so much chat going on. So if you want to hang out after the party, after the stream, we'll do another hour in an unlisted stream for channel members and patrons. Like I said, all you have to do is sign up for Patreon, or you can actually become a channel member by clicking the join button right below this video. That costs $2 a month at minimum, but just throwing it out there if you want to hang out on the after party. It's good times. My dog is snoring. Can you hear him? Can you hear that? He's pretty loud. Nope, he's done. Okay. Yeah, good. I would like I would like a Zumo that doesn't suck as much. It'd be nice to be able to put crap from my phone onto my Zumo. Or my computer without plugging it in. Are Scramblers the coolest looking bikes? Not in my opinion, but you are entitled to your thoughts and opinions, and I do not poo-poo your opinion. I think they're cool looking, but they're not the coolest looking bikes. I'm all for electric dirt bikes if they can make it work. Unlimited on-demand torque. I just need a little bit better range and hot swappable batteries, because you can't like go camping for the weekend and dirt bike riding with 30 miles of range, and if you can't swap the battery out, what the hell? So there are challenges that need to be overcome, but there are a lot of advantages. Yeah, that Kyocera, I knew that's the one I was talking about, phone. That Kyocera, that super rugged military spec phone. Yeah, I haven't used the Montana. Coolest looking bike in my opinion. These are hard questions. These are hard questions. I really like the way my Tenere looks. Good looking bike. Yeah, it's not there yet. She will ride, but I just think people write them off because of that, and it's coming. Things are going to get better. Thanks, Ken. Although you say that now, it's only 182. You scared 10 people away by typing that in. It's all your fault. I blame you. It's because I started on my commercial for becoming a channel member. What's up, Ducati Tech? I wonder, what do you do for a living? Let me guess. You're a bus driver. It's a joke. I don't know. I got nothing. That's a lot of wattage for a solar panel. Can you hear him? You want me to? Should I nudge him so he stops snoring? Is it annoying? He's pretty loud. What's up, BDR Adventures? 19 months, dude. This is like the third longest relationship of my life. Thank you. You wonder, Ducati Tech. I take bear spray, Tom. I don't carry a gun anymore most of the time. I don't really want to have a long conversation about it because people can't have rational conversations about that particular topic, but our Canadian and British friends go camping. Australian friends go camping without guns all the time and survive, so I feel like I can get by with my bear spray. Thank you, Ronnie. Cheers, Ronnie. Much appreciated. 2 years, dude. That is a long time. Much appreciated. I gotta tell you guys a secret. Some a-hole drank all my beer. That's my favorite joke, and nobody ever gets it. Like, I'm the a-hole. That's the joke. Some a-hole drank all my beer. Well, David, I can tell you the secret to buying a lot of motorcycles. Are you ready? Write this down. 1. Critter, 32 months. Holy crap. 1. Start a YouTube channel about motorcycles. 2. Spend 6 years doing your full-time job, and the YouTube channel is a full-time job. Okay? You still writing this down? Okay? Then convince one of the companies you work with to give you money to make videos for them. Okay? Quit your full-time job, and then you can buy motorcycles and write them off. That's the secret. So it's a short, quick, 7-8 years, of working 2 full-time jobs, and you're there. So let's go.
Alrighty then.
Joe B, it's because Honda hates me, because they know I would buy it. Yeah, people keep asking about Little Dork's riding, and the truth is, Little Dork doesn't seem to have much interest in riding right now. She is almost 16. She's very interested in her boyfriend. I bought her a car, and there's just not a lot of riding going on. Somebody actually offered to buy her bike from me, and I asked her if I could sell it, and she got really mad about it. But she hasn't even, like, we can literally ride motorcycles anytime. There's enough property here that you can ride around the yard, whatever. And she's probably watching, but so she just hasn't really shown much interest, and so I haven't taken her out. And I don't want to force it on her. I want her to want to do it, so we'll see what happens. Fortunately, I can still ride her bike, so there you go. You guys are trying to encourage me to drink too much and say the F word, and I'm not doing that till the after party. The F word only comes out on the after party. Sorry. I've gotten so much crap for how much I drink. What's the difference between becoming a channel member and a patron, and how do you become a YouTube channel member? So there isn't really a difference. YouTube channel members get the badges, as you can see, like Critter and Ronnie, and you get a green username, so it's cooler here in the chat. It costs more. It's $2 a month instead of $1. But everybody gets early access to videos. Everybody gets to come to the after party. The patrons, so people always ask which one pays more. So patrons, Patreon takes 8%, YouTube takes 30%. So if that matters to you, Patreon's better. But otherwise, YouTube might be the better gig because you get the cool username and you get to use exclusive emojis and stuff. Drink up, not enough bad words. Okay, I'm gonna get another beer. Because I love you guys. Sober kids in Africa wish they had this much Coors Lights. It's true. You guys are a bad influence.
Together we can rule the galaxies far from sun.
Wandering Wodniks, welcome. Congratulations on being an internet writing buddy. Cheers to you. I mean, I love her. We get along fine, and there's no problem with her being 16. She's a good kid. She just doesn't want to ride. But this is what I've been training for. I was a high school teacher for 10 years for a reason, so that I would be prepared for this time in our lives together. So, among her 2 sets of parents, I have the most experience with teenagers, so I tend to be like, just chill. This is just how they are. Like, I get it. It's just, they're just moody and sullen. Thank you, John. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the channel membership club. That was so good. Yeah, I wouldn't want 3 at a time. Cool badge, Wandering. What's the high score on the Pac-Man machine? I don't know. It's not... That one actually does keep the scores, but I don't think I've even broken the high score on Pac-Man. We mostly play Galaga on that one. Oh, good job, She Will Ride. And the high score on that, on Galaga, is Eddie's, Slow Eddie's motorcycle travel. He was here. I had a little bit of a basement warming party. Had some friends over. And Eddie was the champion on the Galaga machine. Because Eddie's is a rock star. So you should subscribe to Eddie if you haven't. But also, there's a few of you in here that have channels, right? So if you have a channel, just say sub to me. I think we should share the love a little bit. So Critter's here. Critter has a channel. So there's some great channels in the same niche as my channel, and you should go follow them. So if you have a channel, please say sub to me in the chat so people can click on your name and go sub to you. Have fun, Josh. Yikes. Unless it's good. Some people have a good relationship with their mother-in-law. I hear that's possible. Don't sub to Lexi Fox. He'll only make really cool accessories for your bike and send them to you. Don't sub to him. I know, Looney. I'm trying not to break the seal, because that's when it gets bad, dude. I made it an hour. Nobody said anything. Nobody noticed or congratulated me. It's been a full hour, and I haven't gone to the bathroom one time. Lexi, I have bad news, by the way. I ordered the Adventure Spec mini fairing for my 450L because I want to mount my GPS on it for the Oregon BDR. I'm not sure if I can't run both it and your dash, but I suspect I won't be able to. However, I got your dash in the video, and that was the important thing. Yeah, subscribe to Critter Moto, who can actually post links because he's a mod. Does anybody want to win some stickers? Tomorrow, me's going to be pissed because I hate writing addresses on envelopes. You can tell by how bad my handwriting is, but I don't care. Right now, me doesn't care. You guys want? Should we do a sticker giveaway? Donald, a catazine is a catalog / magazine. So it has products in it, but it's also got articles and stuff. Yeah, Delta Bravo, subscribe. Wandering Wadniks, subscribe. BDR Adventures, subscribe. There you go. Man, we are behind in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Go away thing telling me to put ads up. My handwriting is endearing. It's actually shit. My handwriting is shit. Call it what it is. It's not good. It's not good handwriting. So also, if you're a $5 patron, that is an advantage to being a patron. Because on YouTube, I don't have your address. But on Patreon, I do. So on Patreon, if you're a $5 patron, I will send you a sticker pack. And if you're a $20 patron, I will send you a t-shirt. So that's the thing I can't do on YouTube because I don't have access to that information. And it's just hard to, yeah, there's just no way to message people on YouTube anymore, so it's just kind of impossible. Exclamation point enter if you want to win a sticker pack. I'm going to draw 2 this time. We'll draw 2 winners from this one. Excuse me. And yeah, internationally, I don't give a crap. So I sent some to Australia yesterday. Streamlabs, the bot is doing his work. He's earning his keep tonight. What's cool about the giveaways is I get to see the lurkers type something in. So feel free to hang out and not chat. Like, zero judgment. I'm so glad you're here. It helps with the viewer numbers. It's cool that you just want to hang out. But it's neat to see who's here when they type exclamation point enter. How many people that haven't chatted are here. Like, I lurk in streams all the time. And I like to chat all the time. So I get it. I'm not judging. But it's just cool to see you guys. Sometimes the bot won't confirm your entry, but you're entered. It's all good. I promise. Any plans of reviewing any other mini motos? Nah, if someone gave me one, I thought seriously about trying to work a combo deal and getting myself a Navi at when I bought my quad because they had some up there, but they were charging like $900 over retail. And again, I buy those bikes and they're so fun and I ride them for a little while and then they just don't get ridden. I bought 2 Groms and the same thing happened to both of them. So I don't know. I hate having a bike that doesn't get ridden. Oh, I haven't written in cursive in years, Ken. I wouldn't do that to the world. All right, I'm going to draw a winner. Closing entries. And the first winner is Mark Rockwood. Mark Rockwood, you have to email me. I do not have telepathy or ESP. So you have to email me your address. Thank you, NM Desert Racer. Email me your address at dork@dorkintheroad.com. I need your address and just say I want a sticker pack. And I will send you a sticker pack next week sometime. Usually that's when I get to it. Because I try not to work on the weekends. So Monday is usually when I get to sticker packs. All right, well, we're going to draw another winner. Same deal. Second winner, Richard Gitz. Richard Gitz. Email me at dork@dorkintheroad.com. I need your address. If you don't email me your address, I will not send you a sticker pack. I love you and I want you to get your sticker pack. But if you don't email me, I can't send it to you because I lack clairvoyance. So please email me. Please email me. Sometimes people never email me, and then they get on a stream 2 months later, and they're like, "What the hell? I didn't get my sticker pack, you dick." And I'm like, again, you have to send me your address. I just can't find you. I can't write a random address and get it to you. I'm sorry. Hello, girl and her dog. I am great. How are you? All right, that's all we're going to do for now, though. Complete. Complete. Now complete. Thank you, Critter, for your moderating goodness. I've seen a few pop by that you must have handled. Yeah, I want to wait a year or two and get a used. Like, if I could pick up a Navi for like $1,200. The problem is, I now live. So when I lived in town, a bike like that made a lot of sense. What is up? Ian's here. What's up, Ian? And you got that fancy check mark, bro. I noticed that the other day. I got so jealous. I had to look up how you get one. And you have to get to 100K. So, someday. But Ian, Big Rock Moto is here. He's a badass. Everybody knows. Everybody knows Ian's a badass. If you haven't followed Ian, you need to. Follow Ian. If you want to see the best, most comprehensive motorcycle reviews in the world, and this is not hyperbole. I'm not being hyperbolic. Okay? They're better than what the magazines do. They're better than what this cyclenews.com or whatever the hell does. Ian dropped an hour-long review video the other day. Like, you want to see in-depth? Like, it's the opposite of what I do, where I'm like, this is what it kind of feels like to own this bike. Ian's like, let me tell you what size the individual bolts are up inside the motor. Because that's important information. Like, he's very, very detailed. And that's what I appreciate about him. In a way that I could never be. So, follow Ian if you haven't. Subscribe to Ian. I disagree, Big Rock. Look how cool your name looks, dude. I'm not being parabolic. No. I am fairly parabolic shaped. Nice, 14. So it's worth mentioning because my wife told me to put it out there in the world, but my goal for this year is 100,000 subs by the end of 2023. I'm going to need your help to get there. But we're going to refocus. We're going to algorithm be damned. We're going to get to 100,000 subs this year. That's the goal. I'm going to get my own check mark, that silver play button. I'm going to dedicate it to all of you. Oop, new patron. Thanks. Thanks, Smitty. Peace, Smitty. Peace, Smitty. Me in a tangent? No, I would never go on a tangent. Ian, your videos are exactly as long as they need to be. But I mean that as a compliment. Since all sincerity. Mark, I got your email. Thank you. That's the dream, Big Rock. It's been the dream for years. I'm tired of waiting. Let's do it. Yeah, Ian, do you want to drive up and be on my stream, dude? You're like, what, 19 hours away? It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You can sleep at my campsite. Drive home the next day. Well, Looney, you can buy stickers if you want, or you can win some. But I do sell them on my website. That's the easiest way to get them. But or you can win. But if I just randomly sent them out, then I would feel bad selling them to anyone else. That wouldn't be fair. Yeah, it's just 1,000 miles, Ian. You could come up here for a 2-hour live stream. I don't see why you wouldn't, dude. We could meet in the middle, which is like what? Sacramento? Redding? Thank you, Jacob. Cheers to Jacob. We can meet at Shasta, do a live stream, do some riding. Actually, Ian, we should collaborate on the Northern California BDR when it gets released. Or just come up here and do the Oregon. I would love to show you around. You send me an email by typing my email address in, and then you hit send. My address is dork@dorkandtheroad.com. Yeah, Tim is a hell of a cook. Yeah, no, Ian could stay in the house. Yeah, he'd be allowed. I mean, you could do an iron butt up and an iron butt back. Why not? I think weed's a lot closer for me. Questions are free. It's true. You're gonna be at Touratech? Sweet. Well, that may have sealed it because I'm not on the fence. I'm falling off the fence, but I hadn't confirmed. But if you're gonna be there, I'll go. That's sweet. She will ride. I've thought about it, Tom, but I get even more paranoid than him doing shit that's technically illegal. I did think about doing a video camping on private property and then just camping on my own property. That's not technically a lie. It is private property. Appreciate that, Eric. Portland is the closest big city to me, Boomstick. It's the only big city in Oregon, so. But I'm only about 90 minutes from Portland, and spare me the Portland. I get it. I've heard it a million times. I don't live there. But isn't Ian back on a GS, so that tells you something. That Africa Twin didn't last very long. Ian, do people give you shit for moving through bikes all the time? Because I can't believe how much crap I get, even though, like, it's my job. Later, Slowboat. Appreciate all the cheerleading. Uh-oh. I feel like there might be a bathroom break coming on. Ugh. Thanks, Wadnix. I got a comment the other day. Someone said, on my apology video, they said, I just can't, your intro is so long, I can't sit through it. It's 8 seconds. It's literally 8 seconds. You have the attention span of a gnat, commenter. It's 8 seconds. And you can skip it. Right, Big Rock. They forget that, like, although I was going to say they don't send us bikes, but you actually do get bikes for review. No one sends me anything, so I have to buy them, which means I have to sell them in order to get other bikes to review. I'm down to, at the end of tomorrow, I'll be down 2 bikes from where I was yesterday. I'm selling 2 motorcycles this weekend. The sold the Norden yesterday. Bye Norden. And the Bras is going tomorrow. I did change the Excite Bike intro for a little while. I had like one with like a cool drone shot that I thought was really neat, and people hated it. They were pissed. So I think that lasted about 2 videos, and then I switched back. Because people were not happy. And that's fine. It's like, it lets you know what you're getting yourself into, I feel like. There's a motorcycle and a super nerdy old reference. So you know I'm nerdy old and I ride motorcycles. It's right there at the beginning. Dennis, that's the power of the dork side, man. I don't really struggle to sell bikes anymore because I can throw it out to subscribers, and almost always a subscriber buys it. I sold my Africa Twin to a subscriber. I sold my DRZ. Yeah, he was a subscriber. I gave him a discount because he was a subscriber. I sold my Adventure Grom to a subscriber. Well, you didn't even get to ride yours, Ian. Sherry, I love puff puffs. Can't have too many puff puffs. I'll probably smoke them when I'm done streaming. Can't smoke in the house, so no smoking on stream anymore like I could when I was in the garage. No, they don't suck at all. They're fabulous motorcycles. Very fun. I took mine out for a rip yesterday, real quick, just the end of the road and back. I forgot how fast the damn thing was. That's funny because Ian's review of the Tenere is why I wanted to buy one. And as soon as I got the chance, I was like, well, I'm buying it because Ian said it's fabulous, and he was not wrong. I know, I'm going to have to get my dealer's license, I guess. Oh, Shard, it was not that much of a discount. I always do fair price. You know I always do a fair price. I'm not trying to get more than I paid for anything. You know what I mean? Like, what's up, Rich? Thank you, Rich, for the cheers. And the answer to your question is, you do not need to switch to Patreon. You do need to go on Patreon. So what happens is this stream will end. I will create an unlisted stream, and then I will share the link to that stream on Patreon. and I will share the link here on YouTube in a members post. So you have to just refresh the community page or just wait until you get the notification on Patreon. And then you need to click through to the video. People sometimes want to type comments below the post on Patreon. I can't see those while I'm live. You have to come back to YouTube. So, but it's easy to find. You should get a notification that I put up a new post. And click in, and we're good to go. And if you're a channel member, you just go to the community page. A channel member only post will pop up, and you can click, and you're in. You got it. Dorn's a great bike. I have no complaints. Other than the nagging voice in the back of my head and the quirks, it was pretty quirky. How many miles did I get on the Norden? 3,000. Over half of which was on the Wobner trip. Over half? About half. No, more, because it's like... No, that was like 1,200 miles. It's like 600 miles to get up there. And then it's about 660 or something on the actual route. Awesome. Thanks, Want to Go Fishing. That's what I'm after. Trying to do it in a different way. Like, you don't need every spec and statistic. At least not from my perspective. I just want to tell you what it feels like to ride the damn thing. The Norden's actually the shorter of the motorcycle. The Norden was much easier for me to get my feet down than the Tenere. It's one of the reasons why I liked it so much and why it ended up going on the BDR. What big ADV would I get? I assume by big you mean 1,000 cc's-ish. I'd probably go back to the Africa Twin. I enjoyed the Tiger 1200, but I'd much rather have a 900. I don't like the big ADV bikes. I don't see the advantage. I'd rather be a little bit more uncomfortable on the road and feel better off-road, personally. That's why the T7's so best. So best? Wow. Why I like the T7 so much? What's up, Jason? Why do I think the Norden hurt the channel? Because it's a $15,000 European adventure bike on a channel that I built on $5,000 and $6,000 Japanese dual sport bikes. So it's just the majority of the people who follow me to find out about entry level and intermediate level riding aren't interested in a high performance, high maintenance machine like that, I think. Thanks, Clifton. This is my basement. So best. So best. Yeah, that Norden is really, really fun on the road. Ugh. I mean, you don't have to muscle a big bike if you ride it fast enough. It muscles itself, but that ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy. You don't like your seat concept seat? I loved my seat concepts on my DRZ. Transformed it for me. Thanks, Rich. It's not quite done, but we're getting there. Yeah, people don't start on a Norden. And that's the thing, is that my audience is a lot of people who are just getting started or one step above that. So I progressed as a rider to where I felt comfortable on the Norden, but which is why I sold it as a channel decision and not a personal decision. Which is fine, because this is my job. You don't get to pick what computer you use at work, and I don't need to have... There's nothing wrong with my Tenere. It's super fun. It's like it's back and forth which one I like the most. So it's an easy decision to sell the more expensive bike and keep the Tenere when I know it does everything that that I need to do. Yeah, Big Rock's got it. If you're gonna ride off road, that's what the midsize bikes are for. Big ADVs are becoming touring bikes / you can take them up a gravel road to your campsite or whatever. Not that they're not capable. I've seen people do crazy stuff on a 1200 GS. I rode that Tiger 1200 and was super impressed with how nimble, honestly, it felt off-road. But you just don't need that much. I like the 700, 800, 900 personally adventure bike. It does everything I want. Clifton, there's stairs to go upstairs, and you walk out into the garage. We're on a hillside, so the entrance to the house is on the basement floor. That's not true. There's stairs up to the entrance, which is on the middle, the mezzanine. But you can get into the house upstairs over here on the porch, but also the garage is the level. Awesome, Andre. Are you really far behind? I mentioned that like an hour ago. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pee soon. Should I play an ad or give away? What? This is only my third beer. I just am an idiot. I can talk and I'm not drunk. Should I play an ad or do a giveaway while I go to the bathroom? Tell me in the comments, which do you vote for? I wonder which one you guys are going to vote for. I have ridden a V85 TT. I made a video on it. I rode it at Get On ADV Fest. Should I go back to that this year? It's nice because it's in April, so there's nothing else going on. But after I got COVID, I was like, I got COVID at Get On ADV. It makes me not want to go back. Both? Can I do that? Does the chat stay up when the ads are running? Because if the chat stays up, we could do both. We could do both. I'm sure the ad makes me like 11 cents, so I actually am not super concerned about doing it, but now I'm curious. Wow, you guys are all posting, or you're all voting ad. That's cool. That's cool. Let's try both. I want to see what happens. Yeah, Sturgis, I think, was at an awkward time of year. I might just pay to go to Revzilla. I guess I could email Anthony and ask him to let me in for free. I didn't have to do anything else but make a video. Later, Rusty. I hope you like it. Okay, so I'm going to finish this beer. It's almost empty because I got to get up to get a beer anyway. And let's do it all at once. Because now I want to... Now it's an experiment. Now I'm going to learn. And you guys are going to tell me what happened. So if I play an ad and do a giveaway, can you still see the chat? Sturgis is far. Although I don't think it's any farther than California. California was about 16 hours. 19 hours? 16? I did all the way to Sacramento and then drove the rest of the way the next day. Well, giveaways don't make me money, man, but that's not the point. The point is, channel's not about me, it's about you. All right, let's do a giveaway. I'll start a giveaway, and then I'm going to run an ad while I go to the bathroom. Okay, so giveaway. Giveaway started. Okay, I'm going to hit that. I'm going to insert an ad. Is it going? It's going. Okay, I'm going to pee. I'll be back. Did it work? Did it work? Did it not work? Did the ad not run? I don't know what's happening. Is the ad frozen? That's stupid. Some of you saw the ad? I don't know how YouTube works. It makes no damn sense. Makes no damn sense. Okay. No ad. Some of you saw. So it doesn't even give everyone an ad. Harbor Freight and Grocery Outlet? What the hell does that have to do with my channel? Harbor Freight makes sense, I guess. So some of you won't see ads, because that's how it works in... wow, I lost literally 40 viewers when I hit that ad button. Did you see that? 40. Wow. Well, you guys, you see ads based on what you look at. What was I saying? Not every so like you can put ad breaks in your videos, but not everyone sees an ad at every ad break, and it's actually tailored to you. So if you're a person that sees an ad and leaves YouTube, you'll actually get fewer ads. So it's a very sophisticated algorithm. Hi, Dale. Camping stove? That's cool. Sometimes the ads are based on what you've been searching for. So thank you, New York Dutch, NY Dutch. Cheers. All right, let's draw a winner. Closing entries, and the winner of the sticker pack is KTM Racer 358 exclamation point. Awesome, dude. Email me at dork@dorkandtheroad.com with your address, because again, I can't read your mind. I need to know where you live in order to send you stickers. But you're gonna get a Beards, Bikes, and Camping sticker. You're gonna get a Moto Camp Nerd sticker. You're gonna get a Seat Concept sticker. You're gonna get a Dork in the Road sticker. You're gonna get a Giant Loop sticker. So many stickers coming to you, courtesy of Dork in the Road. HVAC? Wow, you building the house? 397? Yeah, I have premium too, so when people complain about ads, I don't understand. Because I've been using Google Music for years, and so YouTube Premium is just a bonus of doing that, and then they switched it to YouTube Music, and it's like, so I haven't seen an ad on YouTube in ever. I mean, I've been using Google Music since it started, like long before I was on YouTube, so I just don't see ads unless I'm on my TV or something. Unless I'm not logged in, then I do. Jesus Jones right here, right now. The A from my basement looks like the yacht from the movie Blow. From the A. Thanks. Google Music was much better than YouTube Music. I'll give you that. It's a pain in the ass now, but it's still nice to have unlimited access to whatever I want to listen to whenever I want to listen to it. Yeah, I've thought about getting a KLX 230. I just don't know what the market is for that. Because I really enjoyed the one I test rode. Honestly, I really did. It was a good bike. And I was shocked. I think you can hear it in the video. How surprised I was that I liked it so much. Do I like Google Music? Well, it doesn't exist anymore. I like YouTube Music. It's what I use now. I do not have my KLR anymore. Sold it almost a year ago. Yeah, I don't play guitar much anymore. I used to dink around on it. I knew a few chords, but I could play Hurt, Johnny Cash version. Could play that, and Folsom Prison Blues. Some easy stuff. I honestly don't know Wandering because I've been using Google/YouTube Music since the beginning, so I've never paid for Spotify. I used to have Pandora. It's better than that. How's the power on my 450? Plenty to move my fat ass around. That's all I really need. Any plans for live streams? I mean, I'm just planning on doing the same one every month. What do you mean? Like something different or? Oh, cool, Yan. Singapore. That's cool, man. Thanks for watching. Hiking but faster. Is it worth making a YZ250X? There are street legal two strokes. It depends on where you live. Because, like, here in Oregon, we can't make anything street legal. Like, in Washington, you can literally drive a side by side down the street with a plate on it. Not a thing in Oregon. There's, like, one guy at the DMV that just won't let that happen. So, you can't even plate dirt bikes. You can't even plate, like, you see these WR450Fs plated. Can't do that in Oregon. Awesome, KTM Racer. Thank you. Thanks for the email and thanks for the compliment. But you have two KLX 230s? Nice. Yeah, I mean, lots of other places you can. Or just like one uptight guy in Oregon. Nathan will be here next month to talk about the BDR. Beta 390 is a great, very fun bike. Almost bought one, but the Rocky Mountain didn't have the same number of aftermarket parts, and the interest isn't as high for the 390. And then I ended up finding a 450L anyway, so it didn't matter. Haven't heard anything about that she will ride. You wouldn't be able to stop dual sports because they become OHVs when they leave the road. So I don't understand how you would have to block dirt bikes too. Yeah, I don't have the mechanical acumen to build anything, Scotty. I appreciate the sentiment. Oh, that was part of your name. That's why I got so confused last time. Okay. Do you think we should do a Google form to get questions for Nathan? I kind of thought we'd just ask him on the stream. It's going to be the same, like, 12 questions. The route will be out, so make sure you look at it first. Because if the question is, where does the route go? Probably not going to answer that. Highlights of the route, best places to eat, best camping places. How long does the route take? What kind of a riding skill would you recommend? These are all the kind of things. And he won't tell me shit. I've been trying for months. I can't get anything out of him. That's not true. I've gotten like 3 tiny pieces of information, but I even was like, okay, we're doing the expert section, so how hard are they? And he was like, haha, nice try, I'm not going to tell you. And I was like, bro, I'm not trying to get information out of you. I'm scared out of my mind about expert sections. Are they hard or not? Like, but there are expert sections, so there you go. If they're anything like the ones on the Utah BDR, I'm a little concerned. This is why I'm taking the 450L, because I love Nathan to death, but he's like, it's easy, and it's easy for him. He forgets what it's like to not be good at riding. And I know a lot about what it's like to not be good at riding because I've never been anything but that. Yeah, well, we know what goes through the Steams and the Alvord, because that's the BDRX. They've already announced that. Yeah, you might be thinking about there was a big, Moab is maybe getting closed down to some motorized traffic. EKC 80 is a good tire. They just don't last very long. That's what I went to in the front of my Africa Twin, went on one ride, and I sold the thing. But I had to because my old tire was putting holes in my tubes. On my one ride, I mean, I went on a 2-day camping trip and part of Oregon BDR section 6? No, it was 3. 3. I do ride okay, Throttle Turtle. That is the extent of my ability. I am okay. I've done no suspension work to any of my bikes, Alex, ever. Not one time. Other than adjusting it. Thank you, Kevin. Cheers to Kevin. Yeah, maybe KTM, I don't know. Some people bail. I did tell him the ad was coming. We were doing a fun experiment. I would consider another KLR because it's a great bike and it's super easy to ride, but I have to be honest, and this is not... People have to separate this. Okay, so for me, as a rider, where I am, with 7 years of experience, solidly intermediate, I find the KLR a little boring. And that's not to say it's not a good bike, that it's not capable. I just occasionally want to do stupid stuff, and it's harder to do stupid stuff on the KLR because you can't even like spin the rear tire because it just doesn't have the torque. Which is great for a new rider because you can't screw up, but I want to do that on purpose sometimes. So it's just less fun once you get to a certain level. It's a great bike, super comfortable, very easy to ride. Highly recommend it. I was blown away by how much better it was than I thought it was going to be. It's just boring for me. For me. That's all. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with the motorcycle. Things are great, but that doesn't mean that everyone likes them. Thanks, Clifton. That's another 6-pack right there. Much appreciated. Cheers, Clifton. You guys are crushing it with the donations tonight. And, no obligation, but I definitely appreciate the support. I want you to know that. You guys are rock stars. Thanks, Rusty. I'm glad you liked it. I've had one shitty comment on that video. They've otherwise been overwhelmingly positive. One dude was like, "Why do you keep posting the same things over and over?" And I was like, "When did I talk about relaxing and enjoying the scenery?" Or I do talk about boots a lot. I've talked about using your street gear a lot, but I haven't like put the footage that's in that video. That was some of my first freaking rides ever in that video. Some of that footage. Exactly, Big Rock. And that's what people don't get is like we grow and progress and we move from one bike to another, and that's okay. That's normal. That's what should happen. Right? That's a good thing. And the nice thing about dual sports is after a couple years, they're almost worth what you paid for them. So it's just like I honestly fully believe that if you want to get into adventure riding, you should buy a dual sport and ride it for a year or two. And I know that's not financially viable for everyone, but at the same time, you can sell it at a minimal loss, most likely, and you can make your mistakes, you can build your skills on a smaller bike, and you will so appreciate that adventure bike much more than you would if you just jump to it and were scared shitless, and you'll build bad habits if you're afraid. 90-10 which way, Marco? If you're 90-10 off-road, get the mid. If you're 90-10 on the road, what the hell do you even need an ADV bike for? Thanks, Dan. Thanks, She Will Ride. I don't plan on stopping camping videos. I'm just not going to do non-motorcycle camping videos anymore, I don't think. They just don't do well. Or the thing is, I just did too many non-motorcycling videos in a row. Like, I might throw that stuff in once in a while, but my goal is to have, like, an informational video for you once a week. You know you can buy a new seat, right? NM Desert Racer. They make new seats that are a lot cheaper than a new bike. Yeah, Chewy's here. That's Chewy right there. Actually, Trixie's here too. You just can't see her. Well, so my wife's dog's here. And that's Chewbacca's back. Yeah, I do gear reviews occasionally. They're honestly just sort of... I never feel like I have enough experience with the product to review it. Does that make sense? I just like... if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right and well and give you information that you can't get from like looking at the package and I don't know. I guess I need to get over that because sometimes it's just about like, this is good. You know, and if it's good, it's good. How many miles off-road would you consider a year? I don't know, man, a year. How do you feel? That's a weird question. It's not like a bad question. It's an interesting question, I guess is what I mean. Because I don't know. Everything's subjective. People are always worried about there being a right way and a wrong way, and there isn't. Right? So if you feel like you have a year of experience, then you do. And if you're like, I honestly feel like I have a couple months experience, then that's what you have. But there's a ton of weekend warriors out there, man. A large portion, a majority, I would wager, of my viewers are weekend warriors. They're not people who live their life on the road. They get out couple weekends a year. They get out, you know, an evening in the summer here and there. Most people are not riding coast to coast on their adventure bikes all the time. So the amount of riding that you get out is the amount of riding that you get out. And that's okay. Oh, I can't wait for that, Ian. Are you going to wear it like in the rain and stuff? Good coat and pants depends on how much you want to spend. You don't have to buy specific adventure gear necessarily. The basement connects to the garage, and there's stairs upstairs. Have I replaced the table? Yes. I bought another one, a similar table, but it has metal connectors. I just haven't used it in a video yet. Found a manta ray? Sweet. That's true, Paul. You guys know enough about me to know that take what I say with a grain of salt. And that was the point of the other types of videos, is like, filter what I say through who you know I am, but I also want to show you who I am so you know. I like Climb because it fits really well. I like Climb because it fits larger people. Giant Loop is not going to start making gear. That was Moscow. I have a set of Sedici gear and I don't like it. I bought it because I outgrew my climb gear. But it's like skinny jeans from the knee down, and I've torn the liners on both of them trying to get them over my boots. So I think about reviewing them, just being like, "Don't buy this shit." It's really comfortable otherwise, but the problem with motorcycle gear is you can't crash test it. So that $20 Amazon jacket or $80 Amazon jacket may be really comfortable and may be as comfortable as your climb gear, but when you crash, is it going to come apart? Thanks, Paul. So if you like Battleborn, how do I say this tactfully? Keep an eye out for something similar coming out soon. And if something were coming out soon, I might be one of the first people to get my hands on it, so pay attention to my channel. Because I think there's going to be a very nice... Ian, do you know what I'm talking about? I think there's going to be a very nice entry-level adventure gear set coming out very soon that people will be very interested in. I really can't say anything else. I said more than I should. I have a set of Scorpion gear that I don't hate. I have the Yosemite jacket, and it's the most versatile piece of adventure gear that I own because it can go all the way from full mesh to... Where did you see that, Frank? Where did you see that? It can go all the way from full mesh to full waterproof with a liner. Did they announce it? What the hell are you talking about, Frank? God damn it. Now I'm going to Google it. Because if they've announced it, well, we can talk a little bit more. Ian knows what I'm talking about. Oh, sorry, I'm Googling it. Yeah, well... What is this? Holy shit, it's on the website! It's on the website, dude! Did you know that? What the shit? Well, so much for having insider information. So if you go over to Rocky Mountain ATV's website, the new MSR Adventure gear is apparently out because look, there it is. So I'm hoping to get my hands on that very soon. And that is the updated version. I guess I can just tell you because it's on the website. That is the updated version of the Battleborn stuff. That's their new... But they want it to compete with the Carlsbad. So I'm pretty excited to get my hands on it because it is half the price. So, use my link, I guess, if you buy it. or Ian's. Thanks, Frank. I know I'm over here hinting about something that's already on the website. Never mind, I guess. Apparently I suck. Yeah, they told me I was going to get that before it came out. Apparently not. So, I guess Ian and I both will be getting our hands on this gear. Yeah, Ian, who are you working with? Is it Jared or the new guy, Josh? I got Josh because I had Shane before. Oh, speaking of events, this is a total tangent, but is anyone else going to the Oregon BDR Premiere in Portland? Because I'll be there. You got Josh? Okay. I miss Shane. Josh is probably cool. Fine. I haven't talked to him a bunch. He doesn't watch my videos, which makes me go, this is your job, but you don't watch my videos? It's super weird. I don't know. I feel like you should watch my videos if you're my guy. Occasionally. Not like every video. I make a lot of videos, but... There's Amanda. Amanda and Ian are both here. This is like the epicenter of the ADV world right now. We're here. All of us. Amanda will be there. Hell yeah, I'll be there too. Let's go. I tried to buy tickets today and I couldn't because Nathan sent me the link before it was ready. Thanks, Nathan. Then I sent it to Travis and looked like an idiot because he couldn't buy tickets either. Yeah, damn, Amanda, your timing's good. I'm about 10 minutes away from bailing, so you comment at the end like the best things come to those who wait. You know. I better text Jake and tell him to get his ass in here, and then we're all here. That's all you need. I don't even know what to say. I'm just honored you're all here. All my friends are here. It's great. Yeah, the premiere is the first weekend in February. It's like the 4th, I think, in Portland at the Aladdin. So if you come there, I'll be there, and we can. They have a full bar at the Aladdin, so I better crash at Travis's that night. Maybe I shouldn't drive all the way home from Portland. We'll see. It's too bad the stream won't be up for 6 hours, Ian. You thought I was the man? I'm not the man. You see, look, it's my stream. Amanda comes in and nobody's talking to me anymore. Good night, Ronnie. I think it's February 4th. I want to say 4th. Good to know, Amanda. If you ever are down here, you can crash at my place. You can camp here too. I do have campsites at my house. I don't know if you have a campsite at your house. Don't be sorry. I think it's great. I think it's great. It's like it's the first Friday in February. I think it's the 4th. I know Itchy Boots will be here, and then Ewan McGregor will log on. Harold from Giant Loop will pop in. You know, same level, right? February 4th. Nailed it. Be there at the Aladdin in Oregon to watch Nathan, to sit next to Nathan while we watch a movie with Nathan in it. That'll be cool. One of the stars of the film will be on hand to shake your hand and pass on his wisdom. Nathan Fant himself will be present. Is it Saturday? I don't know, dude. I literally could just look it up on my phone, but I would rather just flail around like an idiot because that's how I live my life. You guys know that by now. Hello there. Man, we have stayed at a steady 200 tonight. That's pretty damn good. That's what happens when you have a video doing well. If you can actually buy tickets, Ken, tell me, because I tried earlier today and it would not run my card. Chungus is here. I don't know if you guys noticed. Chungus. This is a tale of Chungus. So, not only do we have a pug and my wife's dog, Trixie, but a big Chungus, Egon, is here. Big Chungus himself. Don't forget that we are going to switch over to the members only, Patreon only after party in about 8 minutes. So if you're not a patron or a channel member and you want to come to that, it's $1 a month. Sign up. You can cancel after the stream. You can cancel during the stream if you come in and you're like, this sucks. They had Goozies last year, Hollywood. But we'll hang out for another hour. It's much easier to get your questions answered because there's not so much chat going on. And, well, one of the reasons we started doing it is because I start cussing a lot more after 2 hours worth of beers. So if that's something you're interested in, great. And if it isn't, then don't come over. I don't blame you. because I don't know why anyone watches anything I do ever. Yeah, Amanda will be there. What's up, Michael? The cat left. He went to eat because he's obviously not fat enough. So no pressure or obligation, but just I want you to know what happens when the stream ends. We keep going for another hour. You just have to be a channel member or a patron. Thank you, Hollywood. Thank you, Dennis. So I will... Todd, thank you for that. Cheers to Todd. Everybody cheers to Todd. Paulie's here. You can talk... You want to talk about brazos? Paulie's the expert on brazos. So I will post an unlisted link, or I'll post a link to the unlisted stream on the channel members page here on YouTube. So it'll just be on a community post and on Patreon in just a post. It'll just be a link. You click on the link and you come right back in. It'll look just like this. My Patreon is Dork in the Road. So you just it's patreon.com/Dork in the Road. Come on over, sign up. I'll post that link. Yeah, that Aprilia was a beast, Hollywood. I had a great time riding that. Ian liked it so much he bought one. Amanda, I thought you were posting your Patreon for a second. You can. I was just like, that is ballsy. That's funny. I honestly wouldn't care, but I would just be impressed. You were like, sign up here. Da, 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 da. And it was your Patreon. Thanks, Winterson. Good to see you. Yeah, sign up for the Patreon, Dork's Patreon. It's a link to Amanda's. That'd be funny. You should be a patron for Amanda and Ian both. That that would be so funny. I feel like there's an SNL sketch in that somewhere. Hey, marketing, it's cutthroat out there, Amanda. You gotta advertise where you can, you know? You know there's some like-minded people in here. What's up, Jeff? Touratech is a great bike. I just hope you live close to an Aprilia dealer. Ian, do you live close to an Aprilia? Did you say it's like an hour away in your video? I don't remember. You're still here, right? Amanda drive you out. Ian and Amanda have never been seen in the same place at the same time because they're actually the same person. Post it, Amanda. I don't give a shit. You know I don't care. I think people should... Wow. I think people should support you. They should do what I've done and become a patron. There you go. All right, Big Rock. You got bigger fish to fry? I get it, dude. I get it. I don't blame you. I don't... Honestly, with that check mark, it's like, why are you slumming it with us, bro? Why are you slumming it with us? Two hours. I was close. My closest one is 5 hours away in Seattle. Although if they put one in Portland, that's better. Mine will be closer than yours. I'm trying to hold out on my bathroom break until the in-between time. What up, Mr. Turn? Nelson, BC. Thanks, Ian. That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me, dude. That warms my heart. Honestly. You guys remember 15 minutes ago when I was being all dicey and evasive about new gear that was coming out, and then it turns out it's already out? That was funny to me. You can't do it yourself? That's stupid. Whoa. Clay, thanks for being a patron. Much appreciated. There are KTM dealers everywhere, but you know what there's more of? Yamaha dealers. Twice as many. I know, because I looked it up for my video. I thought we were getting another one, Sherry. Nice, Clifton. Do you like it? That's a great bike. I mean, it's a fun bike. I'm glad you're here for KLR content. I wish I still had one. You don't put... Bro, you can put on your own heated grips. I know the quick shifter you have to have them do. My wife's watching Jurassic Park again. Must be the other ones. Have I ever ruled the Olympic? I've never ruled anything, but I would like to be king someday. I rule the Olympic. I am King Dork. Sturgeon? Like the fish? Yeah, Piaggio's the same company, right? All right, it is 7:58, so I'm going to do my pitch one more time just so you know. First of all, thank you all for being here on the stream tonight. Super cool to hang out with all of you. Great turnout, and it's always a lot of fun. If you want to keep hanging out, we're going to switch over to the Patreon and member after party. We'll do another hour, another solid hour. It's easier to get your questions answered because there's less chat going on, and things get a little more uncensored, I guess. So if you want to do that, all you got to do is pop over to patreon.com/dorkintheroad or just hit the join button below this video, and you can become a channel member or a patron in a minute or two. So what I'll do is I'll log off of this. It takes me a couple minutes. I will go onto YouTube. I start a new stream. It is an unlisted stream, and then I will post the link to that unlisted stream on a members-only post on my YouTube community page. So if you're a channel member, you need to go. Good to see you, Ian. Thanks for hanging out, man. If you're a channel member, you need to go to the community page and you'll get a notification or just refresh it until I get it posted here on YouTube. If you're a patron, just wait until you get a notification for Patreon or just go over to my feed on Patreon. I will post the link. But if you're a patron, make sure that you click on the link and come back to YouTube. Because if you're typing your chat in on Patreon, I can't see it. So I often get comments like, how come you're not answering my comments? Because I can't see your chat. You got to come back to the chat. It'll look exactly like this. It's just only patrons and channel members can get in. Okay, so I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to use the bathroom really quick. Give me about 5-ish minutes. I don't need 5 full minutes, but we should be back up and running within 5 minutes, I promise. So look out for those posts. Thank you all for hanging out. It's great to hang out with all of you. Appreciate all the support. I appreciate seeing you all. I appreciate 200 viewers the whole stream. That's amazing to watch me sit on my couch and ramble about God knows what. But Chewy and I both thank you. And we appreciate you. And thank you for watching the videos and for all your support. But we're going to end this stream and pop over to the after party. So I'll see some of you in a minute. But for now and as always, I just want to say thank you all for watching. And please do not forget to be excellent to each other. And I have to wait about 12 seconds because if I don't, it cuts it off from the replay and the stream because of the lag. And you won't ever see that.